I'm Chris Williams, and you're listening to Economic Matters. Latest government figures show that 1 out of every 3 of last June's high school graduates is currently unemployed. Furthermore, nearly 25% of last year's college graduates are also looking for a job. And when you consider that the average U.S. college tuition is nearly $80,000 for a 4-year degree, higher education is not as attractive an option as it used to be. Faced with such a depressing set of statistics, it's no wonder that many of today's teenagers are worried about the future. I'm joined in the studio today by academic advisor and career counselor Joe Harvey, who's here to take some of your calls and help you with decisions about your future. Joe, welcome, and thank you.
Thank you for having me, Chris. First of all, I'd like to say that it's true that the numbers aren't great, but there are still plenty of opportunities for young people out there, and lots of reasons for them to get excited about their future.
Well, that's good to hear. Let's go straight to a caller. We've got Alex on the line. Hello, Alex, and what would you like to ask Joe?
Hi. Yes, I'm graduating from high school in June. My family and teachers are all expecting me to go to college, but I'm not so sure it's a good idea.
Hi, Alex. Can I ask you what you're thinking of majoring in at college?
Well, that's one of the problems. I'm not really sure.
Alex, I'm so glad you called. I think Alex is typical of so many high school graduates these days. They feel pressure to go to college right after high school, even though they're not sure exactly what they want to do. And because college is so expensive, there's a lot of pressure on them to choose the right major right away. But what happens when you're not so sure what you want to study? How can you make the right decision? And this is why I'm recommending that young people who are in this position take some time off between high school and college. And I'm not talking about a year to travel around the world. Realistically, how many of today's teenagers can afford that? I'm talking about getting a couple years' experience in the working world. Try out a few jobs. Work in a store, an office, a hospital, or a hotel. Or think about working abroad. Find out what you like or don't like. Then, maybe you'll have a better idea of whether a college education is the right choice for you, and if so, what you want to study.
But won't that put me at a disadvantage compared to all the students who go straight to college? I mean, if I don't start until I'm 21 or something, I'll be 25 before I graduate.
You'll be 25 regardless, but this way, you'll be 25 with a degree in something you care about and have some life experience as well. Alex, you're going to be working until you're at least 65, probably longer. You won't be at any disadvantage if you start a few years after other people. In fact, if you go out and work for a while, get some useful work and life experience, then you're going to be much more attractive to most employers than your average 21-year-old who is fresh out of college. You really are.
Well, that's great advice, Joe. Let's take another caller. Hello, you're on the line with Chris and Joe. What's your question, caller?